When we hear the word narcissist, we think of someone arrogant, entitled, manipulative, someone who thinks they are better than everyone. But here's what we want you to consider. Narcissism is not too much self-love, it is too little. Research shows that childhood trauma, extreme abuse, neglect, criticism, humiliation, creates two things in a child: deep shame and what experts call soul murder. The child concludes that the abuse must be their fault. They believe they are worthless, but nobody can live with that pain, so they push it into the subconscious, they deny it, and then they compensate. They try to prove they are better than everyone. This is not arrogance. This is a child trying to survive unbearable shame. If that sentence lands somewhere deep inside you, please hit like and subscribe. To survive, the child shuts down parts of their soul that they think make them weak. Sensitivity, emotions, caring, trust, authenticity. They shut down the very things that make healthy relationships possible. Now they have no empathy, no conscience. They do not know how to love or trust. This is soul murder. The child destroys their own inner world to survive an outer world that was never safe. What is left? A deep emptiness, a numbness, a hole that can never be filled, a deep anger simmering below the surface, and a desperate, insatiable need for validation, respect, and love. Now let us look at the characteristics of narcissism, not as arrogance, but as symptoms of shame. They believe they are special and unique. This is a shield. If you confront them, they can say you do not understand them because you are not special enough. They exaggerate their achievements. This is compensation. They have no internal worth, so they must prove it through externals. They have a rich fantasy life where they are powerful and adored. They provide their own validation because reality never gave it to them. They have an insatiable appetite for attention and admiration, a black hole that can never be filled. They need constant mirrors because they have no internal mirror of their own. They are preoccupied with image, status, possessions. Their internal world has died, so they must constantly manage the outside. They are arrogant and superior, but this is a mask. Underneath is a child who was told they were worthless. They must never be wrong. Being wrong would mean facing the shame that they are not perfect, and that shame would be unbearable. They lack empathy. They see people not as people to connect with, but as objects to use. They are entitled. They believe the rules do not apply to them, because deep down, they believe they have already suffered enough. This is what makes relationships with a narcissist so painful. In their mind, their end game is a fantasy. They meet someone who makes them feel good. They create a fantasy bond where they are in control, where the other person gives up all their needs. In their mind, there will be no conflict. So in the beginning, they appear loving. They love bomb. But they are not motivated by true love. They have shut that down. They are motivated by one thing: control. All of the loving behavior is manipulation, a means to gain power. Because power, in their distorted thinking, is what will lead to a blissful relationship. But the true endgame is very different. The shame and soul murder take over. The narcissist hates themselves. They hate everybody. They lash out. They become cruel. They destroy their partner as a way to prove they are better. The relationship ends in devastation, not because the partner failed, because the narcissist was never capable of healthy love. Most narcissists had a narcissistic parent, a parent who provided a blueprint for how to get ahead, how to win, how to get what you want. That is all the child has to go on. They did not have a model of healthy love. They had a model of control and manipulation. And here is the cruelest irony. The narcissist thinks they will be the best relationship person in the world, but because of the shame and soul murder, they are incapable of healthy love. This is not evil. This is trauma. This is a child who was never seen, never loved unconditionally, and who had to become someone who could not love at all. Here's what we want you to hear. Narcissism is not too much self-love. It is too little. The grandiosity is a mask. The arrogance is a shield. The manipulation is a desperate attempt to get the love that was never given. This does not excuse the harm, but it helps us understand. And understanding can lead to compassion. Not compassion that enables abuse, but compassion that recognizes the wounded child behind the destructive adult. If you have been hurt by a narcissist, your pain is real. You did not deserve it. And if you recognize these patterns in yourself, there is hope. The shame can be healed. The inner world can be rebuilt.